YouTube, my name is Shiro and welcome to my channel where I talk all things true crime, missing persons, and I share the untold stories of those in the Black community that need more attention. If you're new here, I just want to welcome you. Come on in, suss out my vibe, see if you like it, and if you do, hit that subscribe button. If you are a returning subscriber, now you already know. What's up, fam? So good to have you back in the virtual building again. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough for your support. So today we are back on the Daniel Robinson case, and this is part 2. So if you haven't already, please go back and catch up by watching part 1. I will link part 1 down in the description below. But today, I really want to go over the police report. Actually, it is the timeline that has been uploaded by the Buckeye Police Department. And y'all, we got to go over that timeline. It is a hot mess. Do you understand? Like, this has got to stop. Okay, before we get into any of this, I do want to start by saying, because I know there's going to be some, so I want to make sure that I am clear when I say this. I am not anti-law enforcement by any stretch. I am anti-corruption. There's a difference. Know that before you come for me with anything about that. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, we can get started. Here we go. As you already know, Daniel Robinson is a 25-year-old geologist who went missing on June 23rd of 2021 after allegedly leaving his work site in the Arizona desert and has not been seen since. The circumstances surrounding his disappearance have been sketchy since the beginning. And today what we're going to do is we're going to dissect law enforcement's report of their timeline of investigation. The Buckeye website lists a detailed account of Daniel's disappearance. But just how accurate is it? Keep in mind that what I'm showing you is not the official police report, but it should align because it's Buckeye's very own timeline of investigation that they've uploaded to their official website for public viewing. Therefore, I'm viewing it publicly. June 23rd, Daniel Robinson last seen leaving job site near Sun Valley Parkway and Cactus Road just after 9 a.m. Daniel's father reports him missing around 7 p.m. Buckeye police ground search near job site. False. One officer did a brief drive by the area that night, but couldn't do anything more because it was allegedly too dark. So no, there was no official search on the day Daniel went missing. Moving on. Daniel entered into National Missing Persons database. That too would be false. Daniel wouldn't be entered into a national database until over 2 weeks later. It wasn't until Thursday, July 8th, that Daniel was entered into a national database called NamUs, which stands for National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. June 24th. Buckeye police ground search near job site. That is false. No official search was conducted until at least the third day Daniel had been missing.
Well, the first search was 3 days afterwards. I asked them for the search the next morning.
It took 3 days to search for him.
That's correct.
Investigators access vehicle Uconnect system. No GPS data available. Attempt to ping Daniel's cell phone for location is unsuccessful. Tempe police check Daniel's apartment. That is questionable. So allegedly, police didn't check Daniel's apartment until much later because they couldn't get permission to get access to it. And that is because they didn't have a search warrant. June 25th, Phoenix Firebird helicopter aerial search. And Buckeye police ground search near job site. That is in question. First, there have been discrepancies on this date between the search happening either on the 25th or the 26th. Either way, no one knows if in fact this search ever really took place. And I find it funny how the geologist assigned to work in the area after Daniel went missing doesn't recall seeing this Firebird helicopter on that day. July 6th, Buckeye police search Daniel's apartment. Buckeye police ground search near job site. False. From the beginning, there have only been 3 major accounts for searches on Daniel's behalf. The first took place on either June 25th or 26th. The second, July 9th, and the third search happened on July 19th when Daniel's vehicle was found. So where did this date all of a sudden come from? July 9th, Civil Air Patrol aerial searches. Let's go back. Even though this report says that Daniel was reported missing in the national system on June 23rd, we see that he wasn't reported missing until July 8th. Isn't it ironic that Daniel wasn't entered into the National Missing Persons database until the day before this July 9th aerial search took place? And then something else that you might find a little strange is that if you look on this map, you will see that the vehicle's location is already marked, yet technically it hasn't been found yet. The vehicle is not found until July 19th, 10 full days later. So just how did the Buckeye Police Department know that vehicle was going to be found in that exact location on this map? Somebody please explain. July 15th, review Daniel's financial records with assistance from the family. July 19th, Daniel's Jeep found in a ravine less than 3 miles from job site. Multi-agency search with ground and aerial resources. July 21st, investigators download crash data from Jeep. Buckeye police extract data from Daniel's recovered cell phone. And I do want to add that that was done without a search warrant. July 22nd, investigators process Jeep for evidence. What exactly do they mean by process? Because at that point, they had not taken any fingerprints nor done any forensic work on the vehicle, and they decided to turn it over to the family's private investigator soon after that. So what exactly do they mean when they say process as evidence? July 28th, investigators obtain detailed bank records with family assistance and investigate financial transactions. July 29th, volunteer search crews recover a skull. It was later determined the skull did not belong to Daniel. August 19th, interviewed/re-interviewed Daniel's coworkers. If this is considered a detailed report, how come the date of the initial interviews conducted are not mentioned in this list? September 28th, Santan Recon processes crash site for independent crash report. Buckeye police conduct targeted ground searches. Question: is there any evidence of this? And 2, was the family invited to help in any of these searches? September 30th, Buckeye police conduct targeted ground searches. Again, question: is there any evidence of this? Was the family notified or involved? October 14th, Santan Recon revisits crash site. Question: how come they revisited the crash site but didn't take a look at the actual vehicle? They completed an entire crash analysis report without ever looking at the actual Jeep itself. Exactly how accurate is this unnecessary second report? October 18th, 2021. Santan Recon issues collision report. Below is what was found. Daniel's Jeep Renegade was involved in a rollover crash. It was the only crash recorded on the vehicle's internal systems. Speed increased right before impact, which could indicate an attempt to drive up the other side of the ravine. More than 40 ignition cycles were recorded after the crash. This could be due to driver attempts to restart the vehicle or use electrical systems. It is unclear how many cycles occurred during tow recovery and when investigators downloaded data. An 11-mile discrepancy between the crash data report and the displayed odometer reading is not considered unusual. Similar discrepancies have been noted by Jeep dealership service departments and other crash reconstructionists. Question: was it necessary to insert a hypothetical here? Isn't a report supposed to remain objective and absolute in stating the facts when it comes to any case? Why did the police department feel it was necessary to say, this is not unusual, as if the report was written to address and also discredit the results of the initial findings by the family's independent investigator? November 6th, human remains found with evidence indicating a different missing person. Remains sent to medical examiner for testing. November 23rd, FBI briefed on case. Question: did this meeting really take place? And if so, why didn't you include Mr. David Robinson in the meeting after his attorney requested he be present? How is it that the FBI refused to come in and help a man who specifically asked for their help? If a person deliberately asks for help, it means they need it. So asking us to believe the FBI would respond by saying, "You're doing such a great job on your own, you don't need us," is absolutely asinine. Think about it. He's the one who requested them. So does that make sense to you? With the track record of unlawful practices and alleged corruption within the Buckeye Police Department in recent years, we the public, advocating on behalf of justice for Daniel, have the right to know. Ongoing investigative activity. Interview new contacts identified throughout investigation. Conduct follow-up interviews with witnesses. Examine images and video, including satellite imagery. Where are we with that? Check for fraud or financial activity linked to Daniel's social security number and bank accounts. Investigate reports of possible sightings. Conduct targeted searches around Daniel's job site and vehicle crash. Coordinate with forensics officials to analyze possible items of interest recovered during desert searches. Investigate information produced by volunteer private investigators from across the country. So do you not have investigators on payroll? You didn't even believe the investigator that you had that was working on behalf of the family, speaking on behalf of concerned citizens here in America. We just want to know.